Welcome to Time for Gardening. If you love the charm of a cottage garden but have a small space to work with, you're in the right place. Today, we're sharing easy and affordable DIY decor ideas that will bring the romance of an English countryside garden to even the tiniest corners. From upcycled planters to whimsical garden accents, these ideas will transform your space without breaking the bank. Whether you have a balcony, patio, or a tiny backyard, you can create a dreamy cottage garden aesthetic with just a few creative touches. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment below with your favorite idea. Now let's dive into our first DIY project. Nothing says cottage charm like vintage teacups overflowing with delicate flowers. Visit a thrift store or use mismatched teacups you already own to create mini planters for your garden. Simply drill a small hole in the bottom for drainage, fill with potting soil, and add small flowers like violas, pansies, or succulents. Arrange them on a rustic wooden tray or an old side table for a quaint cottage look. These tiny planters are perfect for a windowsill, patio table, or even a vertical shelf to maximize space. You can also hang them using macrame holders for a unique floating garden effect. This is an easy way to add a touch of vintage elegance while repurposing old dishware. Even in a small garden, a charming pathway can create a magical touch. Use small pebbles, broken terracotta pieces, or reclaimed bricks to make a winding path leading to your favorite plant corner. Outline your pathway with low-growing plants like thyme or creeping jenny for a soft, natural look. If you're short on space, you can even create a miniature version in a potted container using tiny stones and fairy garden elements. Pathways add depth and dimension, making a small garden feel larger and more inviting. You can also add a stepping stone effect by placing flat stones at intervals, surrounded by moss or gravel. This DIY project is affordable, easy to maintain, and adds instant storybook charm to your outdoor space. Turn an old wooden ladder into a multi-tiered plant stand for an instant cottage garden vibe. Simply repaint it in soft pastel or distress white for a vintage touch. Each step of the ladder can hold flower pots, trailing ivy, or even herb planters. If space is limited, lean it against a wall or fence to create vertical interest. Add fairy lights or hanging lanterns to make it a cozy focal point in the evenings. This upcycled project not only saves space but also adds a layered, enchanting look to any small garden. It's a perfect way to display seasonal flowers and rearrange them whenever you want a fresh look. Wooden crates are a budget-friendly and versatile option for small cottage gardens. Stack them to create vertical shelving for potted plants or turn them into rustic storage for garden tools and decorative items. You can also use them as raised planters for herbs, strawberries, or flowers. Paint them in soft pastel colors for a romantic touch, or leave them natural for a rustic farmhouse feel. Arrange them along a wall or in a corner to make the most of your space. This DIY idea brings texture and functionality to your garden while keeping it effortlessly charming. Plus, it's an excellent way to reuse and repurpose materials. For a magical evening atmosphere, create hanging lanterns using mason jars, fairy lights, and twine. Fill the jars with battery-operated string lights or small candles for a warm glow. Hang them from tree branches, trellises, or wall hooks to add soft illumination to your garden. You can also place them on tables or shelves for a cozy ambience. This simple yet effective decor idea enhances the fairy tale essence of a cottage garden, perfect for quiet evenings outdoors. They're budget-friendly, easy to assemble, and make for stunning garden decor all year round. A floral wreath isn't just for the front door. It can also add charm to your garden space. Use dried flowers, faux blooms, or fresh-cut flowers woven into a grapevine or wire frame. Hang it on a garden gate, shed door, or trellis to create a welcoming focal point. You can even make seasonal wreaths, changing flowers and colors throughout the year. This adds a personal handmade touch to your garden while enhancing its cottage aesthetic. The best part? It's an easy craft that requires minimal materials but creates a big impact. Invite birds into your garden by crafting a charming birdhouse with a rustic design. Use reclaimed wood, decorate it with floral patterns or soft pastel paint, and place it in a shaded area. Hanging a birdhouse adds an authentic countryside feel while supporting local wildlife. You can also surround it with bird-friendly plants like sunflowers, lavender, or berry bushes. Watching birds visit your garden adds an extra layer of joy and connection to nature. Plus, it's a fun and rewarding DIY project for all ages. Turn old metal watering cans into unique flower planters for a touch of nostalgia. Drill drainage holes at the bottom and fill them with vibrant blooms like petunias, daisies, or lavender. Arrange them on steps, tables, or even hang them from hooks for a whimsical floating effect. These charming planters blend beautifully with a cottage garden's aesthetic while making use of repurposed materials. They work especially well in small spaces since they can be moved around easily. It's a simple way to add color and character to your outdoor sanctuary. If you're short on space but love fresh herbs, create a recycled tin can herb garden. Clean out old cans, paint them in soft, muted colors, and label them with chalk or stencils. Fill each can with soil and plant herbs like basil, rosemary, and thyme. Arrange them on a windowsill, a small table, or mount them on a wooden pallet for a vertical herb wall. This DIY project is not only practical, but also adds a rustic charm to any small garden. Plus, it's an eco-friendly way to repurpose everyday items. Add an enchanting fairy garden to your small space by using a shallow container, miniature houses, and tiny plants. Use pebbles for pathways, moss for greenery, and tiny figurines for magical details. Place it in a quiet corner or on a tabletop for a whimsical touch. This miniature landscape brings an imaginative and playful element to your cottage garden. It's also a great way to involve kids in gardening. And that wraps up our easy and affordable DIY cottage garden decor ideas for small spaces. We hope these simple yet charming projects inspire you to bring a touch of countryside magic to your own garden. Let us know in the comments which idea was your favorite, or if you have any DIY projects of your own to share. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Time for Gardening, and hit the notification bell for more gardening inspiration. Thank you for watching and happy gardening!